Here we are then at Lost Isle. There are 5 races to go of this season, and it is round 12 of this My Team Career Mode campaign in Season 4. We're making a championship charge, but now we need to keep the momentum going. We've had a win in Spa, we finished second to our teammate in Monza, so now it's a case of we're starting to build momentum. Let's keep that going if we can, and the best way to do that is to qualify well here at Qatar. Where are we at the moment? We're looking at being P5 at the moment. That's just not good enough, so gotta push on. But look, again, it's gonna be so tight between everyone. We've really got to make sure we nail those fine margins here. And so far, the map feels decent. I'm just hoping we can finish it off well. That's a little bit wide there, but hopefully we don't lose too much. So far, the only driver we're being beaten by is Leclerc. That's not the circuit. That's also not the circuit. I've got an exceeded track limits warnings for that, but I have lost the play, so I've lost 2 now. So at the moment, we're still looking at being P4, make that P5. It's all about now the exit of the final corner, which I've gone in too tight on and taken underbody damage. So the end of that lap kind of fell apart, and we're going to be P7. Wow, that was not what I could afford here. And it looks like it's going to be another recovery drive, but the good news is, there is a sprint ahead of us. We can make up ground there. It's not like it's the end of the world. Well, that's an interesting grid, isn't it? Both Alfa Romeos in the top 6. What a lap they both had. Right, what can we do in the sprint from there? Not the end of the world, but still not great.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position and Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Drugovich, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Halger, Joker, Russell, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Doohan, Joe, Albon, Teo Pourchaire, Ricciardo, Iwasa, Liam Lawson, Ocon, Sargent, Vesti, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
We're starting P7 in this sprint. It could make things difficult moving forward, but I'm confident we can move forward. This is a sprint race, so we're just looking at this as getting ourselves a better position for the main event. So let's see what we can make up in this 7-lap sprint race, which is now underway. We've had a relatively good start, and we're trying to get clear of these Alfa Romeos, but there's no gap that is opening up. We're going to try and go around the outside of Tsunoda. We've been forced off the road a little bit there. I'm going to have to back out. Otherwise, that will be an illegal move, and someone's just gone around the outside of me. It's it's Piastri. So we're losing places here, as Stroll also sends it down the inside. We've gone wide, and we've gone even furtherly wide. We've lost even more places. We're now down the inside of Russell. Can we make that work? Yes, we do. And look at Pierre Gasly up there in P9. So Gasly potentially on to score Ferrari's first point if he can get into the top 8. Anything can happen in this sprint. And we've really lost out there. So we've got to get on with it now. That's kind of put a bit of pressure on us to move forward. That was not the start the doctor ordered. And Stroll is all over Oscar Piastri. I don't know who got in the lead. I don't think Norris got a particularly fast start there. And in fact, we're not as close to Gasly as we should be. If anything, Russell's closer to giving us chip. Right, end of lap 1. Let's use the straight to gain what we can. I think Gasly might be takeable here. If we send one down the inside of one, I think we should be able to get him. Yes, we do. It's a very late move, but we've got Gasly. He's trying to get that past, but we can just crowd him out there. And we've got that move done. Right, next up is Lance Stroll. And Gasly's fighting back here, but he's not getting through. We need to now look at Lance Stroll. And again, it's a case of getting this done sooner than later. Closing up to Stroll. Not been the start that we want by any stretch of the imagination, because we lost out instead of gaining top places. We actually lost places there. And the two Alfa Romeos are probably grinning at themselves right now because they're still running quite high up. And I'm about to attack Lance Stroll for 8th. I'm so surprised at how high the Alphas qualified. I think they really want to try and get that place back off Alpine, that P4 in the Constructors. This will definitely help, but at the moment we're stuck behind Stroll. Oh my god, that is so wide around there. But it's Stroll, I think, has got more of a run on Piastri than we have on him. We're really struggling for out-and-out pace here. And Leclerc's just done a 120.6. We've just done a 121.9, so we're over a second off the main pace here. That is not good for us, and Stroll has just got past Piastri. Within a second of Piastri now, which is good, but we're just not all that fast around here. So I wonder what I'm doing wrong. Right, Russell's going to be all over me, but we do have DRS to protect.
We're currently trailing our teammate by 6.
As we catch Piastri down the straight. The problem is I think he's still got a little bit of DRS from Stroll helping him out. And here comes George Russell attacking us for 9th place. Wow, that's depressing. That is... This Qatar sprint race really not going our way, because we have just lost the place instead of gaining one. And we just don't have the pace. As we've fallen down to 10th, and I'm pushing, but there's not a lot I can do. Zhou could potentially have me next time. That's wide again. I've kept my foot in it to try and avoid time loss. But Zhou is right there. And in fact, I'd be better off doing that. Because now what this gives me is a nice dose of DRS down the straight to attack Zhou and help me maintain position, and that is going to work for me better than my previous approach, and it does, as I try and sweep round the outside, but Zhou just having the inside line there, but I'm going to dive down the inside here, force him a little bit wide, and Gasly's gone past, and he says, thank you very much for that, I'll just take P11. Gasly really hoping to get points round here, as it'd be Ferrari's first of the season. Been a superb weekend for Pierre here, and I think his weekend is just about to get better, but he's not actually close enough to make the move. I'm going to go defensive. Pierre's having a go. He's not quite able to get that done, is he? Pierre's still alongside. Yeah, Gasly's got it done down the inside. I'm going to try and fight back on him. Here we go. This is for 10th place. Can I take Gasly back? We're going to have a go down the outside. I'm going to run out of road, aren't I? Yes, I am. I've run out of road. Still not giving up, but Gasly has got through and up into the top 10. Unfortunately for him, there's no points for that in the sprint race. This is just miserable, isn't it? What are the tyres on? Quite high. I mean, it is what it is. We need to do better in the feature, but that is depressing, watching cars go past like that. That is depressing, and hit that curb, I've gone wide. That's going to allow Zhou through for sure. And we've now got another car trying to sneak through. That's Albon. It never rains, but it pours, and now Albon is having a go. Zhou's got past, Albon's having a go, Doohan's trying to muscle in. Charles Leclerc has won the sprint, but instead of moving forwards, we went backwards. And we've now got all the more to do in the feature race. Wow, that did not go as I hoped it would.
So let's review the driver's standings.
So it's a win for Leclerc, Verstappen getting second, Norris, okay, he didn't take too many points from that, but he finished ahead of Drugovich, and then it's the two Alfa Romeos, 5th and 6th, scoring some very good points for them. And then it's Stroll, Russell, Piastri, Gasly, Zhou, and we finished 12th. We got a lot to do in the race ahead of us, but can we just fight our way forwards? I'm hoping so.
Welcome to Qatar, and hello from the desert rain. Well, there's not been much rainfall, but it's concentrated right here and just... Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Drugovich, Hauger, Tsunoda, Stroll, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Zhou, Joker, Albon, Doohan, Théo Pourchaire, Ricciardo, Iwasa, Liam Lawson, Ocon, Sargent, Magnussen, and Frederick Vesti.
We're still in with a chance of winning this title. We need you to push as hard as you can in the 5 remaining races.
That's great and everything, but we're starting 12th. Well, let's see what we can do from this one anyway. It wasn't a very positive sprint. Let's get this race underway then. For some reason, Zhou is on hard tyres. I'm really not understanding that call. But we are underway here at the Qatar Grand Prix. And quite a few cars ahead of us, really not getting away at all there. And that's helped us move into 6th place at the start. Piastri, we caught nothing of it. But as for the rest of them, they really didn't get that great a start. And Piastri napping at turn 1 means we move up into 6th, which is a much more positive position than that where we started. But, long race ahead of us still. But for now, we have moved up and we are in 6th, right behind Dennis Hauger in 5th, who's had a great start, and he's actually giving Drugovich a little bit of something to think about here. Alfa Romeo had an upgrade coming here, because it certainly looks like they're a little bit quicker than what they have been. But at the moment, we're coming up to the end of lap 1. Piastri and Stroll are behind me, but we have gained a nice amount of positions from the start, and this gives us a chance to maybe attack a little bit more into this Grand Prix. Currently P6, having a look at the rear of Dennis Hauger, and I want to get this done sooner than later, because then we can get on to Drugovich, so that's not a line that is going to help me round the last corner in the slightest. And Hauger's actually having a little look at Drugovich there. But at the moment, Leclerc leads from Verstappen, then Norris is 3rd, and I feel like Verstappen is just holding things back a bit, so that again works for us. The problem is we need to get past Hauger, and we need to do it soon, because the tyres start going off soon, and that's when we're going to start struggling for pace a little bit, especially around here. This track is a tyre killer. We've never actually scored points around Qatar yet, so I'm hoping today is the day we break that particular curse. But at the moment, we still need to find a way past Hauger, who is holding on to 5th, doing a good job of it. And actually, he looks like he's potentially after threatening Drugovich, you know, so Dennis Hauger having the race of his life there at the moment. But I'm after ruining his day as we come to the end of the 2nd lap. And I'm really on the rear of him now. That's a little too tight, but let's see what we can do down the straight. We're 6 tenths behind, but we're clear of Piastri. And Leclerc sets the fastest lap of 1:21.8 compared to our 1:22.2. So we're not as far off as we were in the sprint. And again, that was really not what I wanted. I wanted to try and stay as close as possible, but it just doesn't seem to be working out that way at this stage, even though I'm wringing this car's neck. Right, are we going to be close enough this lap to have a go? I don't think so, because Hauger's still got DRS from Drugovich, and while he's got that, that's going to be helping him. Verstappen holding things up in P2 at the moment, so Max annoyingly doing a good job of doing that. Lance, please get right off my backside. Please get right off my backside. That doesn't mean go for the overtake. I'm going to try and block that any way I can, but really there's no blocking that. Lance has got the moves done, but I'm going to try and outsmart him a little bit here by going a bit too deep into the corner, and well, he's popped that up, so we're going to have to go down the inside. We're going to force our way back past Lance Stroll. Thank you very much. I will just take that back. Oh, that's not the line through there at all. I just don't have grip. Fresh set of tyres.
Right,
And on we go.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
I don't know what differential is. Otherwise I'd tinker with it a bit more. Right, back into the race. It has been a bit of a struggle so far, but I'm hoping this will at least clear us a bit from Piastri and Stroll, or at least enough to get us to the end of the race without having to worry about a threat from behind. Although now would be a really bad time for a safety car. And this just shows you the advantage of fresh tyres round Qatar. It is a bigger deal round here than it is on any other circuit, because we've gained 7 seconds in about 2 laps. So round here, fresh tyres makes every bit of difference. I mean, look, we're already on the back of Vesti. I can pass him here. Down the inside we go of Frederick Vesti, making that overtake work. Norris is only 3.5 seconds up the road. So what's happened to Norris? Wow, okay, that's a bit of a worry on the Norris side of the fence. We've got an engine blow up behind us, but I've got Sargent in my way, and infuriatingly so, because we were catching Lando Norris there.
Green flag.
I wonder what's gone on behind us as we move up further. We're in P6 still. Russell's out of the race. And, okay. So this has worked out quite nicely for us, because Drugovich is right there. We're still in P6. Hauger currently holding P3, but Norris surely will get past him. Although I think Hauger will be waiting, hoping the race ends now. And both of them are tucked up behind Verstappen. And Tsunoda is now 1.7 seconds behind me. So he's going for it, Yuki. And this would be a spectacular result for Alfa Romeo. They're currently on for a 3rd and a 7th. Depending on, of course, if Hauger can hold Norris where he is. Tsunoda's now within that DRS, so we could have Tsunoda attacking me at the end of this lap, especially with how deep I went there. Tsunoda is closing in, and we have just 6 laps left There's Yuki now. He's within 4 tenths. And he's really caught up with me here. Right, how's he going to play this? Is he going to go for the inside? Is he going for it? He's not close enough yet. I might be able to cover this. Down the inside we cover. Tsunoda to the outside. Is he going to get this done around the outside? Tsunoda with a beautiful move there. I'm going to try getting back at him though. Have we done it? I can't see where Tsunoda is, but we haven't. We've just about held on to P6 there. But Tsunoda coming back at me round here. Side by side we go. That's not a place cars normally go side by side. I've gone deep and Tsunoda takes the position. What a move from Yuki Tsunoda, who is making moves in this Grand Prix. But I'm going to try and hunt him back down. I want that place. I want P6 back, but look at it. He's pulling away from me. Alfa Romeo have just built a monster for this weekend. And I'm struggling to keep up with Yuki. We're keeping it on the track though. And we're going to have DRS on him, so we might be able to make his life a little bit difficult. But if we don't get put back past this time, I think Yuki is going to be gone. So let's try and do something here. But he's 8 tenths clear. And I don't think we're going to be able to do enough. So Tsunoda's going to maintain position. I've gone very deep there. We're down to P7. It's so depressing. And we've got Stroll and Piastri coming at us. It's just how the tyres are around here. They're falling off and I've got less cornering speed. I'm still trying to keep up with Tsunoda though. I don't care. I want to try and keep P6, but we're now outside of DRS, so fair play Yuki. He's gained a place there and he's just taken it and run with it. So there's work to be done here as we're doing everything, throwing everything at Yuki to keep within that 1 second zone. So that won't help. It's 1.85, so we've not done it. And in fact, we're going to come under attack from Stroll soon. Tsunoda just taking off into the distance as we struggle now on tyres that just are past their sell-by date. Stroll is now 1.1 behind, so I think we may get attacked by him next lap. But right now I'm trying to hold on to P7 and bring home 6 points. But I think this has been the weekend where our championship attack may have hit a slight snag. Oh, you think I'm going to start losing grip? You think I'm losing grip? Yes, I am losing grip. Because I have none. Oh my god, the rear end's sliding there. Right, on the power. Can we defend? I think we can. Yep. Lance is going to have to go around the long way. I've not made this easy for him. We're going to try and break a bit later too. And we have held on to the place. We made our defensive move and we did it well. Oh, well, he didn't defend that well there. And in fact, Lance is now going to come back at me. No, he's not. He's going to hit me. Cheers, Lance. I appreciate that one. Lance going for the inside here. He's not on the track! He's not on the track! What was that, Lance? He was off the circuit when making that one. I want to protest that. I want a full steward's investigation into that. Because he wasn't even on the circuit. He was off it. I think he's taken damage anyway. No less than he deserves. I'm not sure what that was. 3 laps left in the race. I've gone deep again. But merely, mostly out of confusion the way Stroll was trying to pass me there, because he was off the circuit when he was making the move. He wasn't on the racetrack. So he's going to have another stab at it here, but I think he's a bit too far back to have a go. He's going to place my car on the inside line. I'm so confused by what he tried to do there. He's going to try it again. I'm going to go to the inside line. He's going to try the outside. Nope. No way through there. And in fact, he's gone very deep. I'm just going to carry on doing what I was doing. And it looks like Gasly's been passed by Albon. So Gasly down to 11th. He was running in the points, and it looked like Ferrari would finally have their first point of the season. But it's just not meant to be at this stage. And Stroll is struggling with some kind of damage, I think. He did take a hit there of sorts. And I'm hoping that will cover us for the last lap. I'm really confused. He was off the circuit when he was trying that move. I want to go back to that. Because I feel like that could have been a penalty. But I don't know. Anyway, it's the last lap in what has been a fairly miserable race.
Okay, you just started.
We're currently in P7. I mean, it's not P12 where we started, so there's a positive. We have gained, but it's not really been a great race, has it? And it's not really been the most entertaining race in the world, but we've had a few good battles. I've had a bit of fun, but in terms of the championship, this has not been the race we need at all.
5.7 seconds.
And look at that, Piastri all over Stroll. It's going to be a very strong result for Alfa Romeo though. They're going to be very happy with their points all from today. As for us, it could have been better. Look at the tyres, they're screaming at us now. But, well, Stroll has damage. Charles Leclerc then doing the teamwork for me there. It's a third win in a row for our team, so it's a great result. It's just not the result I needed in terms of the championship. But it's a third team victory in a row, and Charles Leclerc takes his second race win of the season. But for us, it's a very lowly, depressing P7.
And that's the end of the race.
We need to do better next time, but I'm glad to have finally scored some points in career mode at Qatar.
And they take the checkered flag for the Qatar Grand Prix. It's a night they'll never forget here in the Sale. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Well,
So let's review the updated driver
not our day
stats.
at all,
It's a
but
good result
Alfa
for Lando
Romeo,
Norris, who moves
they're going to
further
be
ahead at the
celebrating
top
like
of
they
the
won the
table. Well, after an
championship,
incredible
because
day of
that
racing,
was a
who was your
fantastic
driver
race
of
for
the
them.
day?
Well, my
But
driver
let's
of the
look at
day
the
has to
race
be
winner.
Charles
It was
Leclerc.
Charles
He was
Leclerc.
unstoppable out on the track
He
today,
gets
weaving
first,
through the competition with
Verstappen
ease.
getting
It's time to
second,
check out the
Dennis
constructors'
Hauger,
standings. The leader at the top
P3
comes
for
down
Alfa
after a
Romeo.
strong
Take
weekend
a
from the
bow,
challenging
Dennis
pack.
Hauger.
It's been
He's
an
had an
absolutely
incredible
wild
season for
weekend
Alfa
of
Romeo
Formula
so
One
far,
action.
and he
I
now
can't
gets
wait
to
to see
cement
what's
it
next.
with a podium. Lando Norris only getting 4th, so really, it's not a great day for either championship contender, because Lando was 4th, we were 7th, so not particularly great for him, nor Drugovich for that matter in 5th. Then it's Tsunoda, myself, Stroll, Piastri and Albon, and Gasly tantalisingly close to that 1 point, but not quite making it. So in terms of the championship, that puts us 51 points behind Norris after losing a few points here. Drugovich has also lost a couple of points, and Verstappen has gained some on us. Stroll 5th, then it's Russell and Leclerc. Sainz, Hauger in 9th, getting some good points and giving himself a bit of a buffer to Oscar Piastri in 10th. And then it is Tsunoda and Doohan 11th and 12th. Then we look to the constructors. Williams again extending the gap. Well, actually they don't, because we've gained a couple of points there because of Leclerc's win, and Williams not scoring so great, and I still scored some points as well. So they ended up being crucial in the constructors fight. I think Williams have well and truly won it, but I still think over the next 4 races we can give them a bit of a tough time of things. But look at Alfa Romeo closing in on Alpine, scoring some big and crucial championship points there. And that also makes them a bit safer from the likes of McLaren and Red Bull. Well, there's 4 races to go, guys. I think we are just about out of it now, but I'm going to do my best to claw myself back into contention. But that wasn't the race we needed. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until the next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now, take care.